Twin Turbskis. Alright, what is going on, guys? We are back on the LS twin turbo build. In the last video, you would have seen these T4 flanges that I bought off of eBay. Well, turns out those are useless now because I didn't do enough research. But I got the turbos and the wastegates and the blow-off valve and some fittings and everything in the mail today. And my plan was to do a little unboxing video, but I'm sure you guys really don't care about me unboxing and my reaction. So I unboxed it because I couldn't wait any longer. So I got one unboxed here, and this is a BS Racing 6762 dual ball bearing turbo, and I have two of them. So what I was talking about is I was expecting there to be a T4 flange on this, but no, that is a 2.5-inch V-band flange, which I'm okay with. That's a really clean way to do it. I don't have to mess with bolts. All I gotta do is mess with a V-band, which kind of makes it easier for me. But so I'm gonna get these things. Obviously, I'm not gonna be able to mount it up right, but turns out the exhaust V-band flange is 3-inch, which is the exact same size that my exhaust headers are. So I'm gonna unbox that other one, and I'm gonna put those turbos on the headers and see what it looks like. I know it's not gonna work that way, and you guys may give me a bunch of crap for it, but I'm gonna use it for the thumbnail too. So it might bring out some haters. All right, guys, so I'm gonna get this other turbo out too. It is still wrapped up, but I'm gonna get this baby out, and we're gonna mount both of these on those exhaust headers, like I said, just to see what it looks like, because I'm super excited about this. I went ahead and went with the larger exhaust housing. Since this thing is a 6.0, they said that it'll make more power to top end. I don't know, I'm just going by what they said. I don't really know a whole lot about this stuff yet, but the only way to learn is to jump right in, so that's what I'm doing. I meant to mention that these are mirror image turbos. They are a little more expensive that way, but I like the idea of it because I love the fine details, and I think having mirror image turbos would definitely make it look a lot cooler. Whether they change the performance wise, I don't think at all, but I think it looks cool. All right, guys, they're mounted up, and it looks awesome. I mean, it doesn't get much cooler than that when it comes to turbos. And just the mirror image, I'm so glad I went with the mirror image because it looks so sweet. I mean, obviously, I'm not gonna be able to run them like that. I plan on getting, actually, I already ordered the 2.5-inch to 3-inch reducer. And then I'm probably gonna buy a 90 and then mount them kind of up and out, like up here. I'm thinking so that I can put the wastegate right off that 90. I've watched my fair share of YouTube videos on a bunch of other guys that's mounted them like that, and it seems to work pretty well. I done a lot of research on the wastegate placement, and it seems to be that they say that you want to run the wastegate like as the exhaust flows in a river. So I'm thinking if I put the wastegates right off that 90 that I plan on putting on that, then the wastegates will operate perfect. Like I said, I don't know. I could be completely wrong, but there's only one way to figure out. But the plan is with this, to give you guys a little bit of visualize for the motor sitting in here, I want the headers are gonna come out about right here, I'm thinking, and then the 90 will come out right here, and I kind of want to put the turbo right around here, so then the inlet, and I'll put the inlet going down right through here, and it'll go straight through the core support. I'm thinking straight through the core support right there, and then you can kind of see I had a vice grip holding up my intercooler right now, but all it's got to do is go into that inlet down there on each side. So it's going to be a relatively short cold side, which will make it super easy for me. So that's what I'm visualizing. It may not work out like I want it to. I plan on putting the motor in this weekend so I can try to fit those things up. My reducer should be here by the end of this week. I have not ordered the 90s yet because I kind of want to get a better idea of where that's going to come out. But I'll show you guys the wastegates now. They're not as exciting as these, but it's worth showing. Also, I think it's hilarious, and I had to put it in the video, that this is my breather on the old small block Chevy, and it works perfect for a suction cup mount. So I believe that I've already opened both of these. I haven't really looked inside of it yet, but this, I believe, is the wastegate here. This is a 44 millimeter wastegate. That's what they recommend for those turbos. So that's what I went with. Everybody talks about these things being really good wastegates. I don't really know. Like I said, I'm just going off of what everybody else is saying, so I'm gonna figure out for myself. But they come with 3 different springs. I can't remember what exactly the spring ratings are. I think it was like 6 PSI, 12 PSI, and one other one. I'm not really sure. I'll have to look into that. Let's get that blow-off valve open here. Yep, looks like a blow-off valve. Yeah, I mean, nothing special. Just releases the pressure where you don't want it. I did pick up a few other parts on the old Facebook Marketplace. We got a Magnafuel 750. This is actually a pump that goes in the tank. I heard that they are a little bit quieter, so that's what I was hoping to accomplish with that. I actually bought it used from a guy, obviously on Marketplace, and he said all he did was fit it up. And I mean, it doesn't seem like it has any runtime, but I guess we'll find out. Talked to a lot of people, and they said that Magnafuel, the company themselves, are really good to work with. Like if you have any issues with it, you just send it in and they'll fix it for you at pretty low cost. So that's pretty cool. But I think that's it for the unboxing for today. I just kind of wanted to make a video to show you guys the pride and joys of this whole project. I've been really excited to do this in my car. I've been waiting for years, a little bit of planning, a lot of research, and a lot of saving, and here I am. I'm finally making it happen. But next on the agenda, I'm gonna take that motor and I'm gonna mount it in the engine bay here and see where those turbo headers come out and where I'm at to place those 90s, and I have to get that fabrication done. That will be for next week's video, so you have to come back next week and see what I tear up. Thanks for watching, guys.